Prepare to descend into the chilling abyss of the Green River Killer hunting a serial murderer. This spine-tingling chronicle thrusts you into the heart of an unsettling hunt for a merciless serial murderer hunting the shadows along the Green River in the enigmatic Pacific Northwest. Welcome to the channel, subscribe and let's dive in. The name Gary Leon Ridgway sends shivers down spines as he stands infamous for his chilling admission to a staggering count of serial killings. This malevolent figure is tied to the horrifying demise of 48 innocent young women, their lives cruelly snuffed out through strangulation in the ominous shadows of Seattle and Tacoma, Washington. A relentless predator prowling these unsuspecting streets, Ridgway's gruesome legacy paints a terrifying picture of his insatiable thirst for destruction. The chilling echo of his crime serves as a chilling reminder that evil can linger in the most mundane corners, forever staining these once serene landscapes with dread. For nearly 2 decades, a malevolent presence known as Gary Leon Ridgway lurked in the shadows, evading justice and instilling terror in the heart of communities. His reign of horror spanned from 1982 to 1984, a period stained with the blood of countless victims who fell prey to his sadistic desires. The chilling discovery of lifeless bodies, discarded like discarded pawns, revealed a sinister pattern. Many of these young souls met their gruesome end near the haunting waters of the Green River in Washington. The sinister aura of the Green River Killer was birthed during this reign of terror as this unidentified spectre cast a shadow over the unsuspecting. His crimes defied comprehension, a terrifying symphony of death orchestrated in plain sight. The twisted mind behind these heinous acts meticulously erased trails, leaving behind only shattered lives and horrified whispers. As the years unfolded, investigators found themselves locked in a relentless battle to unmask this fiend. The passage of time only deepened the mystery, and the monster seemed to taunt from the shadows. It was only after 2 decades of agony that the sinister puzzle began to unravel. The Green River Killer's grip on fear was finally broken, and the world held its breath as justice caught up to this nightmarish figure. A gruesome tableau of horror unfolded along the sinister banks of the river, a macabre gallery of death that defied all reason. The lifeless forms of Ridgway's victims lay exposed, stripped of their dignity and innocence, their bodies laid bare like sacrificial offerings. The chilling arrangement was an unsettling testament to the twisted mind behind these unspeakable acts, each corpse posed as if a dark artist's masterpiece. The victims, trapped in a harrowing cycle of vulnerability, shared a haunting commonality. The predator's insidious gaze fell upon them, his appetite for destruction sated by the vulnerability of their lives on the fringe. Most were women who had turned to prostitution, a life of desperation that made them unwitting targets for a malevolent force beyond their control. In response to this terror, the law enforcement establishment formed the Green River Task Force, a desperate measure to thwart the unrelenting horror. The brave souls chosen for this grim duty were charged with the solemn task of hunting down the embodiment of evil itself. The shadow of the killer's presence loomed large, taunting those who dared to challenge it. As the clock ticked, the relentless pursuit of justice carried on, a battle fought in the dim light between predator and prey. The sprawling investigation was a testament to humanity's indomitable spirit, a testament that even in the darkest corners, light could be found. But the question remained, would the investigators triumph over the malevolent spectre that had plunged their community into a chilling abyss of fear? In 1982, he was ensnared by the clutches of the law on a charge of prostitution. Yet this arrest cast a pall of suspicion over him as investigators glimpsed the chilling possibility that this man might be the puppeteer orchestrating the dark symphony of deaths that plagued their community. However, the scales of justice hesitated to tip definitively. Ridgway, like a cunning predator, weaved a web of deceit during a polygraph test, masking his true malevolence. The test seemed to grant him a reprieve, as he proclaimed innocence and slithered from the grasp of custody. Yet, the watchful eyes of the task force never wavered, their conviction like a beacon in the night. Time unfolded with dread-laden uncertainty. As 1984 passed, the killings ceased, leaving a haunting void. The grip of fear may have loosened, but the hunt for the enigma persisted, fueled by an unquenchable thirst for answers and retribution. In the shadows of a city haunted by a killer's touch, the search continued. Then, a watershed moment emerged from the abyss. In 2001, a glimmer of hope arrived in the form of DNA evidence, a modern marvel that could unravel the threads of darkness. The strands of Ridgway's hair, captured and preserved like a grim memento, were subjected to this test. The verdict was chillingly clear. The blood-soaked fingers of guilt pointed firmly at him. November 30th, 2001 became a date etched in infamy as the predator was finally ensnared. The murderer's mask slipped, revealing the face of a man who had haunted the dreams of an entire region. The air was thick with the scent of justice long sought, but the sinister echoes of his deed would continue to linger in the darkest corners of memory. The courtroom's solemn embrace witnessed a chilling confession of a predator unleashed. In 2003, Gary Ridgway's hollow voice uttered the macabre truth. He had preyed on 48 women, their lives extinguished under his malevolent hand. A calculated killer, he revealed a more sinister tally, 71 lives claimed. Yet a cloud of uncertainty looms, hinting at a nightmarish total of up to 90 victims, their voices forever silenced by his brutality. A sinister deal unfolded on the precipice of the abyss. To escape the clutches of death's cold fingers, Ridgway offered a macabre bargain. He pledged to assist the authorities in locating the concealed remnants of his victims, scattered like haunting echoes through the abyss of his deeds. Justice's gavel struck, sealing his fate. A sentence like a tombstone was etched, 48 consecutive life terms, each a curse chiseled into his existence. An additional 480 years, a grim toll for tampering with the remnants of his dark artistry. The Washington State Penitentiary now holds him, the walls echoing with the weight of his monstrous deeds. Parole is but a distant whisper, swallowed by the abyss of his crimes. Thank you for watching and follow for more.